Well, we all know December can truly hold some amazing weather and some scary weather, especially right before Christmas. And Mark Robinson, let's take the audience back now into 2013.
Wow, yeah, 2013 was the giant ice storm, and that was one of the more that was the most impactful storm, I think, ice storm that I've ever been through.
Absolutely, and that for me was when I sort of just started my career here at the Weather Network. I was about a year in, and I remember they said, you're going live. They were calling this the nightmare before, during, and after Christmas. I remember being in Speyside, and everything was coated in ice. There were people loaded in trains trying to get to their Christmas destinations, and these trains were stuck on the tracks.
Yeah, and I remember being in Acton, and it was just, I think, if I remember correctly, I was started in the afternoon, it was in the evening, and I'm standing there doing a live hit, and a tree collapses right behind me. So the whole thing just goes down behind me. I couldn't see it. My cameraman's like, step forward, as this whole thing was happening. But that, of course, meant that power was going out. We were watching power flashes. It was a storm that was, I still remember it. I can still see the damage down some of those streets near my dad lives in Georgetown. There's still damaged trees there.
Absolutely, and I remember looking at some of the numbers at Pearson Airport. Every single flight being canceled, over 40 hours of freezing rain. To see this storm come in right before Christmas, it was heartbreaking for so many families across Eastern Canada. So Mark, what do we need for a storm like this to happen to essentially build up that much ice?
A little bit of cold, a little bit of warm. I mean, that's really how it works. You have at the surface, nice cold layer. Above that, though, you might have a little layer of warm air, and then go above that, and you're back up to the freezing. So the snowflakes begin to fall down. They hit that warm layer, and they melt. But depending on how thick that layer is, you'll either have ice pellets because it refreezes, it gets back down into the cold layer, or you get super cooled water, which means that it's below freezing when it hits the ground. So it gets back into that cold layer, stays liquid, but as soon as it touches, it instantly goes, it instantly turns into ice. And if that sits over one area for a very long time, and it's very unusual, you'll have those huge buildups.
And that's what I think everyone needs to be sort of reminded of when it comes to freezing rain. It's falling as liquid, it's freezing on contact. And that's where we see that buildup. So Mark, my next question is, why is December such a popular month for these types of storms?
Because you have that extremely variable temperatures, you're still getting a little bit of that warm air coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, coming up from the southern states, but at the same time, you're getting that cold air coming down from the Arctic. So the jet stream hasn't really pushed itself far enough south to really keep that cold air in one spot the way we see in, say, January and February. Instead, what we're getting is just a little bit of warm air moving in, and you can get those extremely variable conditions, and that's where you get the freezing rain.
All right, now we all know a little bit more about ice storms and those memories from back in 2013.